This big plot of land has been home to the oldest amateur baseball team in the country. The Capaha baseball team has been playing here since 1894, before the SEMO District Fair used it and before the city officially made it a park. It was in the year 1900 when the Cape Girardeau Fair and Park Association purchased this land of 40 acres. It was first named the Fairgrounds due to the SEMO District Fair occupying the space when it was in town. The association built a horse track, pond, and a clubhouse named Floral Hall. It was a community center similar to the Show Me Center today that was also used as a farmer's market. The SEMO District Fair would settle up here until 1929. In 1919, the Civic Improvement Association and Home Guard rallied up $3,500 to have the first pool in the region built. It was this oval-shaped pool you see in this photo here. This was used until the 50s when it was replaced by the Capaha Park pool, which is also no longer there. In 1937, there was a massive flood that forced refugees into the clubhouse, and on that night, it apparently caught on fire. A fire that only took 30 minutes to destroy the entire building. While primarily being used for the Capaha baseball team, the baseball field was used by the St. Louis Browns, now the Baltimore Orioles, for spring training from 1943 to 1945. This was due to travel restrictions during World War II. The arena building was filled with dirt so the team could practice indoors, and the only time the team would go to the World Series as the St. Louis Browns was in 1944, meaning Cape Girardeau was a part of the World Series run. They would also end up losing the championship to the Cardinals that year in St. Louis, oddly enough. So it was the St. Louis Browns versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Side note, Baseball Hall of Famer Dizzy Dean umpired a game here in Cape Girardeau during spring training. And finally, in 1948, the park was named Capaha Park, which it remains to this day. So in conclusion, the Capaha baseball team played in this area at 1894. In the year 1900, the Cape Girardeau Fair and Park Association purchased this land and named it Fairgrounds. In 1919, the first pool in the region was opened here. In 1937, the Floral House caught on fire and burned to the ground. In 1943, the St. Louis Browns would have spring training here, and in 1944 and 45 also. And in 1948, the park was renamed Capaha Park. From the empty 40 acres to the fairgrounds and horse tracks to Capaha Park as we know it, this has been before and after.